son, and they say he's one of the best dad ever could ask for. I remember when I was young and he was still working, I always go out to the door every time I hear a car, always thinking it was him. 'Cause I miss him so much. He's always coming home with toys for me, my brother Nash. He's always helping me with my school. Whenever I'm having a bad day, I'm in trouble, so he's there for me. And whenever I don't have a bad grade in my school, he wasn't that mad. He just always tell me, just keep trying. Just as long as you learn something, that's good. He's always wanted me to visit him almost every day to help him to remove all the itchiness. I did. I visit him almost every day to be there, be with him all the time, to help him what he wants. And ever since school started, I wasn't able to visit him every day. I was only able to visit him on weekends. But it's okay. I remember the one thing he had told me is don't be sad. Because when we're sad, you'll be sad. But if you're happy,
He's
you'll be
happy.
happy. All his suffering is now ended. He's now spending time with grandma now, happy in her family. I miss you, Dad.
Hi,
Boyet.
my name is Arnold, Bong Cat, Boyet brother. I think we're missing a Bible. His Bible, by the way, is called Dividendazo. It's a racetrack
Dividendazo.
program. Sorry.
Dividendazo.
Missing his Bible.
Dividendazo.
I have a couple of
Carrera.
good fond memories of my brother. It's funny. One of the first ones is before I was even born. I'm hearing stories from my dad. You know he's the favorite, right? 'Cause I'm the redhead stepchild.
Favorite
So-
siya ni Mami.
Imagine, picture if you will, a 6-year-old in the 70s in the streets of Manila. This little guy, before I was born, he would hail it. He's our Uber. He would hail a Calesa, so my mom can deliver me.
Ah,
This
I
was
see.
like in '66. As a 6-year-old, my dad would trust him enough
Oh, yes.
to go in the streets and hail a cab, or
Acalesa.
I don't know what if they ended up getting a Calesa.
No.
But
But-
my memory is kind of like it's even in black and white because it was before I was born.
Black and white.
Because at that time,
Ah.
to tell you frankly, all of you,
Ah.
I work at Atlantic and Pacific Company. It's a big
Oh.
company,
Oh.
construction, mining, everything. We have maybe around 10,000 employees, including dailies and monthly. I'm the one who's running the payroll. So most of the time I work overtime, and my overtime is more than what my regular pay is. Because in the Philippines at that time, if you work after 8 hours, your rate will be time and a half. And then if you go holiday and Sunday, it's double. So my source
Calesa
of income
or ano?
mostly is due to overtime. So at that time, when Ellen was,
Will deliver.
ready to deliver,
Oh,
it's only Boyet
that
was
could.
there. Annabelle is, still cannot even
3-year-old
stand up.
back then.
Right.
Oh, 3-year-old, yeah, 3-year-old, yeah.
So I was puzzled when I came, right? Where is it, Mom and Dad? Yeah, they went to the hospital with Boyet. Only Boyet.
Ah,
yeah.
si Boyet lang.
So I rushed. I was able to hail a cab, right? At that time, no more traffic. Maybe in 10 minutes, I was in Paris State University at Brighta. And it's around 4 o'clock. There's Boyet standing on the gate of the hospital, waiting for me. I said, Dad, ako dito si Mami. Accompany me there. And that's Boyet.
I have an 8-year-old. I would trust him to go out the streets when it's dark, But imagine, but that's Boyet. That's how
Responsible na siya
strong
at a
and
very
responsible
strong.
he is. So
He became
it
our
was pretty
father.
moving when what I learned tonight. What Marilyn said, even in his condition,
Yes, that's
paralyzed,
true.
he's out there typing away, and she found out what it was, trying to provide for the family.
Yeah, money for the family.
And
So that was my fond memory of Boyet before I was even born. Now, fast forward a few years later, I was
Ginulpi siya.
I was maybe 5 years old before I went to school. 5 years old. My first memory, and it was great because this has been nagging me. It's kind of like a faint memory, but I wasn't sure if it really happened or it was just a dream. So one of the visits at the hospital when he was confined, we were talking stories, and I asked him if it really happened, and he confirmed that it did. That was him. So, and what it was my 5th year birthday, I think. So again, this is still in the 70s. We don't have those fancy toys. It's just a little toy on a string. It's like a duck. That when you pull it, it'll follow you. It'll also
like
make that quack
yeah,
quack
quack,
sound.
quack. I remember that. Uh-huh.
So to buy that toy, I had to follow him and navigate the streets of Manila also. And I remember stopping at this door,
Door, yeah.
and it was a blast of cold air from air conditioning. So he ends up walking past, and he had to run back because I was just there, like frozen. I was enjoying the cool breeze, right? So he grabs my hand, and then we followed. Next thing I know, we were in Quiapo. Some underground street vendor was selling toys. He bought the toy, we paid, we head home. First day, I was so excited. We with that toy, I was chasing Dennis. Where's Dennis?
Yan, si Deng
I was
Deng.
chasing him. He was crying because he was making the.
Quack, quack, quack. Yeah.
He's 2 years. Man, he's 2 years younger. So at the time he was like 3. So I was chasing him, and then it was funny to me because he was
Oh, yeah,
like
younger.
scared of it. So I chased him even more. That's what big brothers do,
Oo nga
right?
pala, mas
I chased him
mabata.
even more. Finally, I got him cornered. What's he do? He steps on it, and that was my birthday gift.
Smashed
ruined
it.
within minutes.
Because he was scared of the quack,
Yeah.
quack. Yeah.
So I think we should also fast forward to Miko. Where's
Oh,
Miko?
yeah. Ang dami nating ano kay
There's tons
Miko.
of memories with Miko.
With Miko, yeah. So many memories of
Come on
Miko.
over here, Miko. You're gonna get roasted.
Time to roast him.
All right, so Miko's the
Ang
firstborn.
daming Miko, yeah.
And back then I was just done with the military, so I visited him in the Philippines. I think you were like 8 years old back then. Very naughty, Pilio.
Naughty.
But that his own doing. It was his.
Yeah.
Because he would round up. They have 3 servants, 1 to take care of Miko, and 2 more to take care of the household chores.
Haring King, he's Haring King.
Yeah, we call him Haring. Well, he's Haring King
Here comes Haring King.
because his way of
Haring
discipline is not with Miko. It was the maids. He would tell them, "Hey, don't you dare contra Miko.
Contra Miko.
Whatever he says goes."
Oo.
That was the instruction. This is in front of him.
Yeah.
So what are you doing to the kid? She's like, "Oh, I got all the power now."
Yeah, Miko is
Except
spoiled.
Jackie always trumps the maids. Yeah. So he would do that. Fast forward I think his 8th birthday. But he's aware of that. That's funny. He knows he was naughty. This is one of the down moment of Boyet when his birthday, everybody is very festive occasion. A lot of his friends were there. Miko celebrated. He blew the candle,
Si Miko.
and somebody asked
What's your
from the
birthday
crowd
wish?
that, "Oh, so what was your birthday gift?"
Wish.
And oh yeah, your birthday wish. And Miko said, "Sana bumait na ako." Yeah? It means I wish I'll stop behaving. That's what his wish
Misbehaving,
was,
yeah.
right? He was the most upset father on the planet that day. He was like stomping. He was about ready to. It's like, Mayo, what is wrong with you? You're something else. And it translated. It was in
He was
in
frustrated.
Tagalog, like, pambihira ka naman si Miko. Bakit mo sinabi? Everybody was like,
Why?
and
Pag
so
sinabi
then
mo
he
yung-
followed through. So it's never gonna come true now.
Yeah, pag sinabi
Hindi
mo
na
yung
magkakatotoo
wish.
yung wish niya
Wish,
because
kasi sinabi.
he blurted it out. So that was his first frustration with Miko. But the intention was good. It was all good.
Yeah, it's the same with Ryan.
And so now we see Miko. Wish granted, right?
Mabait na, yeah.
Yeah.
Sobrang
Proud of you,
bait.
He's gonna be a fireman.
Congratulations.
Thank you all.
I am Boyet's classmate in Philippine Airlines.
Oh.
I'm from Arizona. I just landed a few minutes ago, and I have Tammy and Olive. Please come over. Olive is from Vegas. She also flew this morning, and Tammy is local. I'm so moved about everyone's story about Boyet. He's our brother, and we're limited to stories of him, the happy times, the fun times. He's my classmate in international upgrading, and he's scared of me a little bit. But we're close to
Seniority.
age. But he's always the sweetest guy. Ever. He just smiles. I mean, when everyone's complaining, when everyone's just mad about something, he'll just smile. And it's just like almost like, what is wrong with you? But he's just always the coolest guy.
That's true.
And one of the best galley stewards we've ever had. You know, we call it magaling magsaksak ng casserole kasi mabilis siya.
Mabilis,
And in
yeah.
international flights, you have
That's
to be fast,
challenging.
or else it will affect the service and of course our crew rest. So I don't know where to start. Just reminiscing about the stories about Boyet. But one thing I know is that if there's anything needs to be done in the class, I talk to him because we're the same age and we're mature enough, and he'd give me the reals, the real side of everything, and without any partiality. And that's what I can count on Boyet. It's just sad that we are at the point where we just said goodbye to our other crew in California. So now I haven't seen him, and here we are. Right now, it's just, and sometimes you kind of want to beat yourself. Oh, I should have said something. I should have just dropped a message or something like that. It's so nice to see his family. He talks about you. May have forgotten the details, but I know he's so proud of you all. He loves you. And I just want to let you know how you are true to be proud of your dad, because he's really the coolest guy. He's
Yeah,
the coolest.
it's true.
And ang problema with him, everything is, kaya natin yan. Okay lang yan, Bunny. It's like, hindi pwede. Kasi naiinis ako eh. Okay ka lang? He always makes me calm and makes sure that, to be fair, it's always like that. So, I don't know how you were raised. It's impossible. And I think turned out to be okay and great. So hearing that story and all you guys, there's really a reason for you guys to be proud of your dad, because we are. We are so proud to be 87,
Batch
Philippine Airlines,
87, yeah.
87, part of the 87 batch, and so honored to have flown with Boyet. This is really one of the finest crew I've ever flown with.
Thank you.
So, Tammy, you would like to say something?
Thank you.
As Bunny said, we're our batch 87. We're one of the biggest batches in the history of Philippine Airlines, and we're all we're very close. We're like brothers and sisters, and yeah, Boyet is a very likable guy. Everyone just loves him, and he just gets along with everyone, and he's a true friend. Last time I saw Boyet was I was telling Anton earlier. It was when he was still flying. I saw him in LA in one of his flights. I left PAL before Boyet, and at that time he I think it was already having issues with
He's walking, yeah.
he was,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was already limping at that
Yes,
time.
yes,
and,
yes.
And he saw me at the lobby of the hotel, and then I approached him, and then we talked. I go, and then he was telling me of what was going on with him, and yeah, that was the very last time I sat with him and catched up a little bit about our days in PAL. Yeah, we are, again, as Bunny said, we are here to represent the
Philippine Airlines, yeah.
Philippine Airlines family, most especially batches 87 and 88 here.
88,
Always
yeah.
batch 88, which is
Yeah.
like, she's
Yeah, that's his picture with this PAL crew, you know, he loves
was
it.
always
That's,
dapper,
yeah, he's so good looking, yeah.
sharp.
He would
Yeah.
correct me if I'm not dressed well.
Oh, he's
Ang
very,
suot
oo.
mo,
Wow.
pangit,
He's
or
always sharp. You never see him, even without, not in uniform, he's always
Casual,
just
yeah.
very
Yeah.
dapper.
He's vain eh.
Wow.
Because he's good looking naman.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
so-
he likes it.
he constantly teased me.
Yeah.
He gave
So
me
that's
a
the-
nickname
oh,
that
ano?
stuck with Pal.
Ano, what?
No, it's okay. Everybody calls me that name because of him.
Oh, because of him.
Boyet, salamat. He calls me First Lady.
Oh,
So
wow.
nag-stick na. First Lady.
First lady,
tapos
eh, no?
nilipad
First
ako,
lady, yeah.
pati yung mga crew, First Lady, nakakahiya kasi everybody can hear it.
Yeah.
Tapos I have dimples.
Oh, like him.
Sabi niya.
Ah, kaya first lady
Sabi
kasi
niya,
siya. Pareho
sabi
kayo.
niya, kaya ka maganda eh. Kasi may dimples
May
ka rin."
dimples ka rin. Yeah. Oh.
And then
Oh,
when
that's
he
his
said-
charm eh. Oh.
Gaya-gaya ka sa
No,
akin.
and he said, so you want me to tell you, guwapo ka?
So sabi ko, sabi ko, gwapo ka. Sabi niya, alam na ng lahat yun.
So I'm messaging some of our friends, and
Uh-huh.
one of our friends back in Philippine Airlines, his name is Peter Nava.
Oh my God.
Oh, si
He
Peter,
said,
yeah.
He's
I
been
love
text
him
him.
dearly. He's one person that genuinely good and generous, and his place is always open to everyone.
It's true.
He was constantly texting me, and I was texting him who's coming. I landed, we're on our way. Because Peter was like, please tell them, I'm sorry I can't be there.
I know, yeah.
And I said, you will be represented.
Yeah, that's true. But just
We
for
met
us.
at Peter's house, with
Yeah.
swipe step.
Yeah.
They were still living in Mandaluyong at that time. We always did, well, outside or inside.
Inside yun. Si Peter inside.
But
Pero,
they're now
yeah.
in
Yeah.
one of the thing in
Sa
somewhere in
south.
Santa Rosa.
Oh.
It's a nice place. Yeah, lately we just talked with Peter.
The last time I bumped into Boyet, we were in the Mabuhay Lounge.
Mhm.
I was flying to LA.
Mm.
He was going to Honolulu.
Ah, tayo yun.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
remember. It was a
Jamie.
big group. I was
Yeah,
just in
it was
one
us.
corner. my
Because
husband just
Mama
died,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
buried him, and I was flying back home.
Uh-uh.
So difficult.
Sorry.
So he was telling me it's gonna be okay.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That he was there for us.
Yeah.
And we would text each other once in a while. He was just checking on me to see how I was doing.
Yeah.
So even though I haven't seen him, we just picked up where we left off. And then at that time, he didn't call me first lady because he knew it wasn't.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Kumusta ka na? I heard." And then we just
And
did a
then
good
when
match.
that
So
was.
thank you for raising a good son, and he
Hey,
became our
thank you
friend.
for-
Thank
He
you.
became a
For
really good
coming.
friend
Yeah.
of ours.
It means a lot.
And
for
you
us
know what?
to-
We feel how much love Boyet is. You know why? Every time we fly, pal, we are VIP. We are so VIP. You are the sister of Ernel.
Kay
Okay.
Boyet. Takot kami kay Boyet.
That's how we really look after
I
each
loved
other.
it. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, and it's really nice to see all of you, just to see who he really is. It's so much an affirmation of the
How he-
guy who he is.
We
Such
got
a
lucky.
yeah, a
We
great
got lucky.
guy. You know, people have different eccentricities, but I could not think of anything about.
Tatawa-tawa
I
lang.
swear, it's like he's just so easy to smile, so easy to get along with. So, kung anong gusto mo, sige.
Kumain ka na? Kumain ka na? Gusto mo
I'll
lang
do it
bulisa?
for you.
He's actually a spoiler.
He
He
does.
spoils
He does. He
loved
pampers
ones. He
everybody,
pampers
and
everybody. Yeah.
He goes out of his way
Yes.
to make sure you're okay. So, we won't make it long because I know you guys.
No, we
Okay,
appreciate
we
your
enjoy listening
presence.
to you
We
guys.
love it.
And
Oh,
as
we
much-
can go on.
Yeah.
We can write about
Because that's part of my brother
We
that
were
we
like,
want to know, you
Kailangan
know.
i-edit natin yung iba.
Yeah.
I know on behalf
Yeah.
of everyone in Philippine Airlines, it will never be forgotten. He will always be that guy who smiles and who's got that ready smile and
Shining through.
who, yeah, in fact, he's
Shining
supposed to be
through,
the
yeah.
shining through guy
Yeah,
of
that's
Philippine
true.
Airlines. On behalf of 87 and 88 and the rest of Philippine Airlines who loves Boyet,
Yes,
Fly high, dude.
Fly high, fly high, fly high,
thank you for
fly high.
the time that you spent with us. It was an honor. It was an honor
To fly with you.
Okay.
You have a boyfriend.
Tagal ko yung flying partner eh. Kawawa nga ako eh. Kasi pareho kami schedule ilang months, araw-araw. Ikaw na naman. Lahat ng time. Kumain ka na?
Iniiwasan niya ako eh.
Kaming dalawa. Mahilig daw ako sumama sa gwapo. Uwi na morning not arguing with you, boy.
So, I don't know how to do a live stream, but this is on a live stream, I guess, on Facebook. But if any one of you from Philippine Airlines seeing this, we're here to represent you, and it's such an awesome and honor to be with the family of Boyet. And I know you're sending all your love for Boyet, and just know that we love him, and thank you so much from Philippine Airlines.
Nagulat nga ako.
Salamat.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just the children. Thank you.